NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Ant. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Here's the starting group for Houston. A perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's MP in at the point guard.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Phoenix. And a deep 3 from MP. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, you see MP getting bolder and bolder, learning there's no limit to his three-point shooting range.
Maxey takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
MP's shot is good.
Well, for a guy who hasn't been in the league a long time, MP has a very soft touch on that jumper.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. It's rebounded by Houston.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Good on the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Maxey against MP. He takes it in. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. MP's got 12.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And here's Maxey outside. They get it back. The shot, no good. Embiid with the steal. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 51 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey. Houston also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. It's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
MP inside. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. The 76ers trail by 7. Oubre passes to Grimes. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
MP right side takes the 13-footer out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Look at Cleveland. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And Houston, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bonus checked in. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. MP outside. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
From deep, Maxey. He gets that one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Houston leading by 5. Here's MP. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside. And so it's MP making things happen for the Houston Rockets. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. We'll return shortly. And for the changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and Jared McCain subbed in for Edgecombe. And then for Houston, Green comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And MP subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Outside, Maxey. Here's McCain. He had 25 points last game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Green is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's MP. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Back to McCain. Here's Bona, followed by Green. Count it. Bona's got his second basket. And so, MP will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
Pass to Maxey. Lets it go. The Rockets pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooters.
Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Whoosh in, no stopping MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
VanVleet passes to MP. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. MP's got 11 points in the quarter. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
KD's checked in for Alperen Sengun. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
All right.
Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Green. Jabari Smith comes in for Josh Okogie. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to McCain. Porter looking it over. Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Houston now. They're on a 17-4 run right now. MP way outside, and another three for Houston.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Embiid, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to McCain. Porter with the screen for McCain. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. 16 seconds left to play in the first half.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
No good there. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot run line. They're measuring up that shot. Let's hear it from the participants.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Rockets.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance so far. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Let's go to the sideline, and here's some news about Alperen Sengun. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Thanks. I got some news from Houston's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And unfortunately, all signs point to a lengthy recovery time for him. Guys, it'll be a while before he's back on the floor.
Thanks for the status report there, Allie.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
Wow! And it counts!
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Embiid, and he gets the bucket. Embiid's got 6.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside Durant, the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Embiid throws it down.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
MP fires from way outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Maxey into the lane. McCain gets a wide-open look from outside off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. The Rockets also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Smith. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Maxey on the wing. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, if Embiid gets rolling like this, what are you going to do? There's no way to stop him with all of that power.
And a deep 3 from MP. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Pass to Grimes. Down low. That one is good from Joel Embiid. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
MP from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Houston.
MP has an innate ability to just pull up and knock them down. Very impressive for a developing player.
MP with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so MP will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. For 3. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Pass to Capella. Now Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. MP with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. 3 on the clock. Over to the left wing. No good from Finney-Smith. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Rockets on top, opening up a huge gap. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this. Changes for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Maxey's subbed in for Edgecombe. Okogie's checked in for Houston. MP comes in for Aaron Holiday. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Embiid's got 18 points now here in the second half.
That's about as easy as it gets for Embiid in that range.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Fred VanVleet out there with MP. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And here's Maxey beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Quarter outside. Here's Oubre. Here's McCain. No good on the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. MP fires from way outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Porter in the corner. Pass to McCain. And the 3 off target.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And good, he hits it again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now McCain. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game. MP from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I think MP took that as a challenge, and he answered with a 3 of his own.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP. Connects again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set back in 1961.
Launches it from deep. And another one. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid. That one goes in.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now, here's MP. Puts up a deep 3. And another 3 for Houston. So he's...